ভাই না না এখন ফ্রেন্ডলি ম্যাচ খেলবো না। Son, you mean son? Color theory. Hello, চলে স্বপ্ন নিয়ে ওর কাছে সোন আছে। Son, you mean son? আরে ভাই রেডি করো না ভাই। আরে ভাই রে ভাই কি করে ভাই? ওই খেল দিয়েছে একটা নাটক শুরু করছে।
this one. Optimism which could dissipate and rate most alarming, or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
अरे बॉल लगाए ना करे भाई अरे लगा भाई
So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here? Well, this player, Gravenberg, is someone I can't decide whether he's a 6, an 8 or a 10, Peter. He basically plays all of those roles in every game. And of course he's the main connector between defence and midfield, but he'll be the one playing the majority of the team's progressive passes forward. He's also a really physical presence, and he must be a bit of a nightmare to play against, actually. Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. He's picked his way through. Son Heung-min stood his ground strongly. Takes a shot!
अरे orange कॉल मार ले गया भाई
Really looks
लगा
sharp
इसमें
there, didn't
टेसिस
he? That's very well played. Aimed beyond the defence. Haaland! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up. Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Probing pass. Oh, important interception. Well, that is not the best. He's going for goal!
oh my
That is brilliant! A finish of true class! He just absolutely speared that in. Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked. Arsenal are in front now. The game's only goal. It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Can he finish?
Palmer
And he's found the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye. Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Palmer duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings. Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example. Liverpool grab the equaliser and we're all square. And the finish!
and the finish
Oh, that was a brilliant save. Fernando Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cantona. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? That pass is somewhat less than ideal. Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
कोई मार है
All the way through to the keeper. Chance here to counter. Timber. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Torres.
रे
Vardiol. Rice. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Haaland. Nicely shaped ball. And it's half time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet. And it's level pegging at half time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half? Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments to change things. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, the ball just didn't work out.
আরে
Arsenal
সামনে
clearly
দিকে
didn't
ছিল
help
ওটা
themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Now it's
বুঝি
Torres.
না ভাই, আমি থ্রু দিতাম গেলে আমার
Now it's he's good for goal.
বারবার আমার প্লেয়ারের সামনে থেকে আরেক
Had a good crack at it. Gravenberg kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mohamed Salah. He's found a way through. Looking for options for movement. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
আরে
Is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? Well, I think he just is concentrating. Shot, surely!
আল্লাহ
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish. Yeah, but I really like that link up there. I think something I'm sure they can work on again and get it right. I've got changes here from both sides, in fact. He's ended up in no man's land. That pass just didn't quite work. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there. Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Looking for a run-up. Pickford gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Ah, now can they counter?
কোড়ে ধরছে কোড়ে
Got the job done. Almost 75 minutes on the clock
তেরে
now.
গে
Back into the middle. And it's Park. He's tried one. And that's a real chance missed. Palmer fully appreciates that. He could have won it then. And now he'll be all the keener.
আমার সামনে থেকে বল দিয়ে দিতেছে বারবার
That's been cut out. Well played. Jorginho with the challenge. And he has given away a free kick. Tries to play it through. He is through here. It's Salah.
আরে ভাই
All
এইটা
of his
হলো
mercy. And somehow he's missed it.
এইটা হলো বাইরে কেমনে জিতে গেছিলাম ম্যাচটা আরে ভাই মার বল মার কাহিনী শুরু করছে টাইম উড়ায় উড়ায় মারে ভাই কর্নার ম্যাচ খেলতে আইছি
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it. Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, what a mistake! Quality ball. And that interception was most necessary. That's great positioning. So good from him. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. And this is Mohamed Salah. He's there to retrieve it. So nothing between
বল
them.
লগে বলে ভাই যে লস্ট টাইম সালার বাচ্চা গোল্ডেন স্কোরে
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue
এখন
doesn't
দিব না
begin
রেডি
to
এখন
play
বয়ে
a
থাকবো
part.
এখন কোনো রেডিমেডি দিব না একারে টাইম শেষ হলে রেডি দিব
And then extra time.
এইটাছে ইয়া রাইট বাট কি যে করে বারবার আমি এটাই বুঝি না ভাই রেডি দিব না দেখেন এটা টাইম শেষ হবে আর বড় রেডি সেরা রে ভাই রে সেরা আমার টাইম শেষ হয়ে যেতে থাকে আমি কিছু করি নাই আর ওর টাইম শেষ হয় না এখনো সেরা 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 দিছে ভাই টাইম এখন দেখবো কি করা হয় আরো বল লাগাইলে ভাই টাইম উড়ায় বল মারবো ভাই কি আগে ভাই এইসব পোলা হয় না গেম খেলতে ভাই কেমনে টাইম উড়ার পরে বল লাগাই
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Big chance! Yes!
ইউর ভাই ব্যাগ দে তুই তোর ইচ্ছা তুই ব্যাগ দেওয়ার হইলে মারো না হলে বয়ে থাক
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be
Allahu
pouncing on any slip
Akbar.
or any sort of indecision.
করতাছে কি
They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
আইছে আইছে আইছে
Liverpool go into the lead.
নাটক শেষ নাটক ও
Slightly
নাটক
undercooked that one. Arsenal clearly should have
নাটক
gone for the easier pass. Now they have to
নাটক
quickly regroup.
নাটক নাটক
Adams.
কেমন লাগে
And he's gone looking for safety. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Plays a sharp little ball here.
নাটক
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
মাইরি বুদা বুদা উপরে যা ভাই দৌড়
We've reached the midway point in extra time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly, I didn't see that coming, or I think did many in this crowd. But it has been
দিয়া
a
লাগ আমি
push
দেখি মনে
game,
হয়
both
রেডি
physically and
নন্দ
mentally.
ভাই আমি তোমার
Because
দৌড়াবো
either team have what
বহুত
it
দৌড়াইছো
takes to
তুমি
find a
বয়ে
winner.
থাকা
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give?
বয়ে থাক বল হাতে থেকে গোলে যে সময় মারবো ওই সময় যাইবো আমি মারবো না
Nunez, and this is Mohamed Salah.
নুনিয়েস
Clears.
মোহাম্মদ সালাহ
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. Now it's Palmer.
ডাইরেক্ট ডিফেন্সিভ
Reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Good read.
ক্লিয়ার
needed to
করতে
be,
পারলা শেষ
And he's heaved it away.
শেষ
And that's that.
হ্যালো ভাই
Liverpool
এরা
have
আমার
done
এটা
it.
রিয়াকশন দেন
The perfect outcome.
ওকে ওকে ভাই
in this
ওকে
most pressure of games. Your thoughts on today's game, then, Jim?
দিতেছি ভাই দিতেছি ওরে হামজা চৌধুরী পজিশন 3-এ ও ভাই 3208 পজিশন গেম ভাই রিভালদো আছে বাতিস্তুতা রিও মালদিনি ওরে ভাই সিবি কম্বিনেশন ভাই জোস ইস্তেবাও আছে ইস্তেবা ব্রিজ কালার আই মিন ওটে পড়া ভাই কোচ কিনেন কোচ ম্যানেজার কিনেন কি ম্যানেজার লয়ে রাখছেন নতুন ম্যানেজারটা না লং বল লং বল লং বল ম্যানেজার লন করা রাজিস্টারের মেয়াদ আছে 6 দিন লাজের দিন পরে লম এটা না সরি এটা লোন এটা ম্যানেজার तेरे अताओं से রাহুল বুস্টার মূল প্লেয়ার কোনো কিছু নেই रेडिंग रोलेंस का की में दे रहा है लामिने यामाल AK4 ना चलो একটা opponent. Okay, bro. रुको ऐसे पहले से देखो. Oh, bien. Bien.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Man marking করো ভাই করো, কোনো সমস্যা নেই. আমার কাছে মাল দিনই আছে.
And we're underway. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that,
Door
Jim, are you?
Batistari.
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him. Roll!
রাউল দিছিল ভাই জায়গা মতে.
Cleared without complication. Played back in.
সামনে থেকে দিয়ে দিলি না.
He's had it nicked away. Picked out brilliantly.
Doris Khan.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's going to be disappointed with that. Nice looking ball.
Blocked it pass, bro.
He's being urged to shot a chance. That's what you call inspired goalkeeping. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. And we have our very first corner.
देखिए खेलना का. Kante.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Looking for options for movement.
अरे ओबाबियांग भाई.
This is their second corner of the game. Big header.
अरे
He's missed, but not by that
ये तो
far.
दिलो.
Yeah, it's
Goal
good
लो ना.
though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Mbappe.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. That pass isn't the best. That's a lovely, neat pass. Cannavaro.
Megala.
Definite fell there. And it's Rijkaard. Goes for the shot!
Rijkaard. No,
Good
brother.
first touch and almost as
Niche
good a
maro,
second.
niche.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming. And here's Raul. Plays a shot. Decent chance!
What a ball. কইতে দিছিল
What
ওটা.
a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment. Oh, he's been caught napping. Batistuta.
Batistuta.
Goal! Morocco!
Batistuta.
Score first. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
শুরু হইছে বন্ডামি এটারে কয় বন্ডামি.
But defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
আল্লাহু আকবার কই গেল আসছে মারো লাগাও
So we have our breakthrough. Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and
আরে
riskier game.
এমবাপ্পে রে
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty.
শাবাশ
Yes. And that
কোনোভাবে
is
না
a
এলে প্ল্যান দিয়ে
huge
দিন
moment in the context of the game. To square things up.
এদিক আল্লাহ
Not safe from Khan. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
একদিনও কি বরাবর দিতি না এই যে আজকে দিলাম
Now here's the delivery.
ওই বেড়া
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. That's a little off target. Now it's Messi. Threads one in.
আরে
Gets flagged offside.
আরে ভাই কয় কি গুড মর্নিং মিয়া আমরা এদিকে 11টা বাজে মিয়া আপনাদের 10টা বাজে মাত্র 10:30 ওই করে কি ভাই ওর এত কাছে এত টাইম কেমনে কোন আমি দেয় ডিনার করছেন বুঝলাম না বারবার কি করে প্লেয়ারের দুইটা প্লেয়ারের মধ্যে তো লাগাইতে পারবো এর বেশি তো আর মার করতে পারবো না
Beckham.
ও এসএস দিছে
Mbappe.
ওই এসএস বাড়াইছে
Reed. That was well played. Well
মূল
stopped.
কথা ওর জিততে হবে ম্যাচ
Oh, they
Hello,
can
bhai.
break here.
এলো জিত
Oh, well measured. And this is Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot.
বাদ
Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. He's picked his way through.
ধাক্কা দিলে কেসে
And we hit half time.
ডিলিট করা ভাই
Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
দাঁড়া ভাই বহুত কাহিনী
I
করছে
thought that
দেখলো
was a
আমি করে
decent
গেছি
45 minutes of football.
No,
Plenty of
the
signs
quality
that
is,
both managers can take the
Great
cards
bell,
from.
great
I would
bell,
say the
great.
mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
ভাই এখনো দুইও যাইতে পারি নাই ম্যাচ জিতলে দুইও যাইতে পারি না এটা জিতলে
1-0 up.
1500 হইব স্কোর
So off we go once more. Morocco really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this. Looking for the run. Vieira gets across to intercept that. And that's a... It's roll! Denied by an instinctive save. Well, someone's doing
আরে
his job
মিয়া জিততে
properly,
পারি নাই
Peter,
কালকে
that's for sure.
কালকে অনেকগুলো আরছি ওই
And
বেলে
this is
তো
Bebeto. He is through here.
কিছু করার নেই একেবারে নিয়ে খাওয়াই দিছে ভাই
Puts it away. Atletico Mineiro are level. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. The danger was always there, Peter.
আমার করে
They
নিড এ
all
প্রবলেম
knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what
দেখে
you
দেখে
want from a
দিতেছে
big
ওরে
game. He's cut it out.
আনন্দেশ আয়
Morocco
দৌড় পিছে
still
পিছে
have the cards to affect this game. Nicely shaped ball. And the flag has stayed down. Shoot!
মেসি
Goal! Morocco! And they're back in front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
ধর
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until the support arrives.
Deika pass de bhai oi.
Maybe there he overdid it slightly.
Ei je bhai
Should
si.
have released it because the support was
Are
arriving quickly.
Torres.
Cannavaro getting this one clear. Atletico Mineiro really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of
উপর দা দে
sustaining
ভাই.
the effort. There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. I think they just have to keep.
লো ভাই লো আরেকটা.
And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly. Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. And we've got it here, Peter. The defense might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Kylian Mbappe.
Morocco take a
Salah ভাই.
2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Well, I think it's just a reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off. And for me, it looks like they've just about done it. That's been intercepted. He read that really well and stopped it. And that's the end of that.
হ্যাঁ ইমেজ ডিফেন্স ইউজ করতে হবে না ভাই. এই যে আরেকটা. Action में leading में use करता हूँ.
Breathtaking stuff. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be.
Pass लगा दी से ना.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Now it's Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Yes.
And the referee brings it to a close. Morocco can look back on a nigh-on
Division
perfect
2
performance.
है. स्किल लो मैं कौड़ा स्किल लो 3 स्किल आई काटा लगा मैं स्किल 3 আমার দরকার लो एक स्किल लग जासे करा अरे प्लेन स्टोर दिया प्लेन टीम मार अंदर करना है লফটেড পাস দেওয়ার আছে আমিও গেছি এবার পাসিং লাগাইতে ওর গেলাম ডিবলিং লাগাইতে চলো 2-2. আরে ভাই মেসেজে জানাইলাম, তারপরে জানাই না আমি, একটু পরে বলতাম আর কি।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a
একটু পরে
stirring
দেখতেছি ভাই
showdown
মেসেজ,
here.
একটু
The
পরে।
supporters have great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
হাই ভাই, হ্যালো
We have already started
ঋষভ
here.
ভাই।
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic
Di
midfield
Maria.
anchorman.
ও
Remarkably good
দিছিল
strike
ভাই
rate.
নুনিয়েজের মাথা,
Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game
দৌড়তে বাতিস
for
তো
me
তারে
is
এবার কানা বারো।
masterful. That's
দে
a
উড়াই
cute
দি
ball.
যা 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 বাতিস
He
তো,
can run onto that. Oh, that was vital. And he shoots!
বাতিস তো ভাই,
And it's a
গোল
goal!
করলেই গোল।
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly. Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he
খেললে ভাই
exploited
মাথা
the
নষ্ট
space,
বুঝলাম
Peter.
না।
But you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck. So the game's first significant moments, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
ডি মারিয়া ভাই ক্রস দিস না ভাই,
Maria's delivery rises.
ভাই ডি মারিয়া ক্রস দিলে ভাই আলাদা একটা
Header,
ডরই থাকে
shot stop
ভিতরে।
target. He did so well there. It's just a shame about the accuracy. That has been cut short. Over to the left. Nicely
ভাই আমার
weighted
লগে
ball.
উইং এ খেলতাছে এমনে।
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Baresi clears it away. Manchester United clearly are looking formidable down
Wrong
that
range
left-hand
taken.
side, the current supply route. Look, it's
মাইরে
the width
বাপ,
that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't
কত বড়
convincing
বড়
right
পাও
now.
ব্যান্ডাইগার,
It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up
আবার
call.
দে উড়ায়া। রাইকার দাঁড়ায় থাক, তোর কাছে
Has
দিব।
a look and plays it forward. Tries to pass it through. And this is Batistuta. And the save.
কানা বারো ব্লক করেছে
Oh, that is really good tenacity.
ভাই, পাইছি আমি লুইস ট্যাঙ্কি পাইছি, ওরা আমি আবার কেমনে পাই না, কোন কি আপনি।
Morocco with the corner. They're first.
বিথিনা বিথিনা ডাবল ডাস মো, আই মিন ডাবল ডাস বাতিস সুদত নাই।
Oh, smashing header.
ওরে রে,
And he's there to clear it.
বেশি করা ছিল ভাই এটা।
And now
ওরে
a
দে
sudden
সার্জিও
chance
দে,
to
সার্জিও
counter.
অনেক স্পিড।
Oh, it's Inzaghi.
গিয়া রে
Look at the
গিয়া,
space here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
ক্যান পান নাই, আবার 10 লাখের ভিতরে থাকতে হবে তো ভাই, 10 লাখের ভিতরে না থাকলে কার্ড, এই কার্ডগুলো পাইবেন না তো ডিভিশনের। আমি তো দিছি আপনারা খেলার জন্য, খেললে
Looking
দিবে।
to play him in. Knocks it into space. And the shots.
ও
It's
আউটসাইড কাল ভাই,
a two-goal
ওরে
lead, and
ফিনিশ,
they're firmly in control. No thanks, no
আউটসাইড কাল
problem.
মারছে।
You just cannot stop him. Such a well-worked
ওরে
finish.
ডিভিশনের
It
কার্ড
looked
হিসেবে
like he
ভাই
was going to be shut down,
ফ্রিতে
but
যে
he
একটা মাল
thrives in
দিল,
situations like that.
ওর রান মেক গুলা
Morocco
দেখেন।
are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Oh, that's a key interception. Right card. And it's Messi. Now he's got space here. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Aubameyang. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary. That has been slung wide. And here's Inzaghi.
এবড়া
Now it's Darwin.
ইনজাগি মিনজাগি কি কইতাছ ভাই?
And the whistle goes for half time. Some first half thoughts?
ভাই কারওয়ালের নিউ কেউ নিউ কার্ড দিছে তো।
So far, Peter, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম
at this stage.
রোহান ভাই, কি অবস্থা?
Morocco
খাওয়া দাওয়া
are
হইছে?
heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
বেল বাতিস্তুতা থাক, আগের জিনিস দিব না। হ্যাঁ ভাই খাইছি, আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ভালোই আছি। দিনকাল কেমন যায় আপনার? যাইতেছে ভাই।
There's the start of the second half. And it's Batistuta. Cute ball.
Aye,
How can he
Bilal.
reach it? And he was alert to it. Morocco do appear to have made a half-time change. Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
বলতে পারি না,
Schneider.
ওরাল ভাই আমি খেয়ালই করি নাই।
Nunez. Played out to the right. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
ওই বেড়া ধর, আরেকটা নাই দিছি, দাঁড়া তুই।
Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well,
আর
the box
বেলের
was
থেকে
just so
রেখে দিছে।
congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Oh, well played, well sorted
দেখলে
out.
বলতে পারবো ভাই। ওয়েট দাঁড়ান, দেখতেছি ওর আরবিটা। ওর আরবি ভাই আমি বলতেই পারি না, ওর আরবি কেমন হইব। ওর আরবি মাত্র কত? ওর আরবি মাত্র 197। এটা তো ফ্রিতে দিছিল কিছুদিন আগে। এটা মনে হয় ডিফেন্সিভ আরবি, আই মিন, নাইলে ওইটা খেলা না ধর ডিফেন্সিভ বা অফেন্সিভ। অফেন্সিভ হইব, কষ্টকর তো নিচেই খেলে। তো আইডি রিভিউ ওকে দিমু ভাই, সমস্যা নেই। আর আরো করে নেই আমার।
Movement is slick, the speed
দাঁড়ানো
is
এটা
slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That pass has been well intercepted. Morocco are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore. And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, no joy this time. Vitinha
Van Dijk.
is sporting a guilty look after that. Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Cannavaro cuts out the pass.
বেলে তো বলটা ভালোই দিছিল,
Royce. Inzaghi.
জোরে দিতে পারে না আর কি।
Passing is
দাঁড়ান
crisp
রোহন
and
ভাই,
sharp.
একটু ওয়েট করে নেন, পুরোটা মেসেজ দেই না এখনো।
Now it's Messi. That is a great pick out. He's picked his way through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nicely aimed pass. Now, can they get him away? Bale. He is through here.
মাই গোয়ানি ওরে ভাই,
Nothing given.
106 সিবি দীক্ষা তো জোরে ধাক্কা দিব।
There's a lot to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Bale. Royce, well seen, saw that coming. That's great positioning, so good from him. Messi really needed to concentrate
ये
on
बातें सुधा मेरा
protecting
लाभ
the
रुचि
ball.
करे।
Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Strong running down that left flank. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous.
लो भाई लो।
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away.
स्टीम अटके जैसे
Another moment of
हमारे
magic.
ने भाई
A
मोबाइल ही
real
लैग मैंने
wow
स्टीम अटके ना।
moment. That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
वो देख सारे गुड़ा रहते थे।
It's off target and by quite a way.
स्पिरिट जेडर बेची भाई वो डालो नी स्पिरिट एम्बाप्पे स्पिरिट वो सारे ही थे ना।
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
রুয়ান ভাই হ্যালো কি বলতাছিলেন আমার দেন মেসেজটা আমি আমার মধ্যে পড়তে পারিনি। ভাই এখন তো দিতে পারবো না ট্রেনিং ট্রেনিং রাইকার্ডের ট্রেনিং ওর রাইকার্ড অটো দিয়ে দেন। সিবি যেহেতু অটো দিয়ে দেন। আঠারোশো গানি আমার কার্ডটা না ভাই কার্ড তো ভালোই কিন্তু রেটিং কম। আমাদের কার্ডটা ভালোই কিন্তু রেটিং কম। আনেন আপনি আনেন। না রে সুদীপ্ত ভাই ও সুনীল ছেত্রী লিওনেল মেসি ভাই মেসি ড্রিম ভাই এই মেসি। আরে রোনালদো আরো আছে পিকে বাতিস্তুতা কল গ্রিজম্যানের কার্ডটা জোস। ওই সময় প্যাকটা যদি আবার আইতো তাহলে আমি এই প্যাকটা 100% নিতাম। এটা সেরা একটা প্যাক ভাই 1500 কয়েনের ওটার লগে মেসিও ছিল। সুনীল ছেত্রী ওর জোস ঈশাদ হাসান 100 হবে 100 না আরো বেশি হইব। সুদীপ্ত ভাই চিনেন নাকি ওরা? সুদীপ্ত ভাই আইডি লাগবে নাকি আপনার? হ্যাঁ রোহান ভাই রোহান রাইকার্ড এটা ভাই বেশি করা ভাই জানতাম এই চুলো রাখা ভাই ওরা দেখলে আমার ডর করে। ওরা দেখলে ডর করে। আরে ওরে খেলানোর কোনো দরকার না আপনি তো 103-এর আছে মিয়া ওইটাই সিবি খেলান 103-এরটা বেশি করা ভাই ওই বাবরাই দিব আপনারে 103-এর যেটা ওইটা খেলান। শুধু রোহান ভাই আপনি ওইটা খেলান, ওইটা নতুন যেটা পাইছেন এটা খেলান, এটা একটা ভালো একটা ট্রেনিং দেন সিবির। বলতে পারি না ভাই সিবির রেকর্ড কোথায় আসছিল, ওই সময় এত অ্যাক্টিভ ছিলাম না গেমে, খেলতাম ঠিকই। আর খেলবে রাইকার সিবি ভালো খেলে। আচ্ছা ভাই দিতেছি একটা ট্রেনিং দাঁড়ানো ওয়েট, দেন ওইটা চলবো না, 14% চাষ। যেহেতু এটা অল কার্ডটা লিঙ্ক দিয়েছি, ওকে এটা দেন, এটা দেন, না এটা এই ট্রেনিংটা দেন, 8টা 4 4 12 6 12। আর যদি সবগুলা মিল না হয়, এই যেগুলা 12 আছে এইগুলা 10 করে দেন দুইটা, আর সবগুলা ঠিক রেখে তাইলে ভাই কান্তের এই কার্ডটা সেরা কার্ড, এটার কার্ড 102 হইতে হয় কিন্তু এটা বেশি করা। বুস্টার 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 ডুলিং লাগান, ডুলিং এটা কি ডিমেন্সি ট্যাকল হয়, এই বুস্টারটা লাগান, স্পিডও বাড়বো, স্টেমিনা বাড়বো। আরে ভাই এটা তো ডাবল বুস্টার না মিয়া, রোহান ভাই সিঙ্গেল বুস্টার, আপনি বুস্টার লাগাইবেন কেমনে, রাইকার তো সিঙ্গেল বুস্টারের কার্ড। আরেকবার ট্রেনিংটা ওয়েট, দেখেন 8 4 4 12, 8 4 4 12 6 12। ভাই ডেলি গেমে সবসময় মারতাম, মাঝে দিয়ে অনেকদিন মারিনি, এরপর বুঝলাম যে এনে মারতেই কষ্টকর্তা, ওই সময় কষ্টকর্তা পাইনি। রোহান ভাই ভাই ডিভিশন খেলতে ভাই, ডিভিশন অনেক পিছাই গেছি। ওইখান থেকে পাই নাই বলতে গেলে, আমার আগের আইডিতে ছিল, আর আগের আইডিতে সব গাড়ি ছিল, আগের আইডিতে ম্যারাডোনাও ছিল। ও রোহান ভাই ভালো খেলে, অনেক ভালো খেলে রোহান। সব জায়গায় এলবি আরবি সিবি ওয়াইডিএম কখনো খেলতে পারে, দু একটা আইডিতে দেখলাম আমি।
what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect
ভাই
ambience
সুদীপ
for the
ভাই
central
কলকাতা আমার
characters
ফ্রি ফায়ার
who
ফ্রেন্ডের
are
একজনের বাড়ি
renowned
আছে বুঝছেন
superfools. There's the whistle, and here we go.
আমার সাথে অনেক আগে পরিচয় ছিল
We're talking a
এখনো
genuinely
আছে ফেসবুকে
stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that. Now the
আল্লাহ
shot. Goal! Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him. Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be
না
shut
ভাই
down,
ওই
but he thrives in
মাগার ভালো প্লেয়ার
situations
করছে
like that. Morocco finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi. Now it's Aubameyang.
রে রাইকাট
Margin for error there at all. And he's forced to go back.
টেস দরা
Now it's Villa. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
ওই সার্জিও ভাই ও
No,
সিএম
that was
দিছে
never going to make it. And it's Messi. Messi. Good, strong midfield. And Messi!
আল্লাহ
Messi made
ভাই
it
কিছু
all
কোন ভাই
so
এটা লয়ে ভাই
simple
কিছু
there
কোন
before he invited
সব
his
কাটা
own
দিছে ভাই
complications.
কিন্তু বাইরে মারছে
Now it's Messi. Raul looking for the run.
বল দিতেছে
And
কই
that is expertly dealt with. Well, that is not the best ball.
Hmm.
And he offers an apologetic look. He made it look a bit predictable. He's going for goal. And he was there to get a vital touch. Lamine Yamal is offering a
ওরে
right
লামিনে
smile.
আমার লইছিল লামিনে আমার
And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard with the clearance.
রাইকাট ক্লিয়ার
Morocco have the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him. Morocco are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
এটা ভাই ওরে
He's
গিফট
had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. This is Messi. That was lovely, that. He's found a way through. Real chance here.
হ্যাঁ
That is good.
আন্তর্জাতিক
Super
ট্যাকেল দিয়ে
sharp
ভাই
movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Messi. Serginho. It's a promising position. Now the cross.
ধরে দিছে ক্রিস্টিয়ান
Casillas claims it without any fuss. Can he get it through? Now that is a hefty challenge. That is going to be the final action of the first half. A very
কি করবো ভাই
combative
বুঝতেই
half with
পারতেছি না
just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early
বাটু
goal.
স্কুটার
If
মারতেছে
that
না
happens, it's a game
বুঝতে
changer.
পারছি না ভাই না ভাই মাপ
Start of the
চাই ভাই
second half.
সারা রাত ভাই পাগল হয়ে যাম গা ভাই
Well,
এমনি
I
গেম
think in
খেললে
these
সারা রাত
circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without
রে
leaving yourself too open. Morocco different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon. I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy. Cannavaro. And here's Rafinha. And this is Pizarro. And he's on his way.
পিজারো ভাই ওর ফিনিশিং
That's just
একেবারে
playing it
বাজে
safe and simple.
তারপর ওর নামে একটা আশা দিয়া ভাই
Oh, that is asking for trouble. That is Conte. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore. And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. He's in a good position.
বিতিনিয়া সেরা
They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see
ক্ষমা
who's
ভাই
got what it takes
রন ভাই
to
ক্ষমা
seize the initiative from here.
বুঝলাম না ভাই এটা দিয়ে
Just
সরম
so,
দিলেন মনে হইলো
what has happened here? Morocco do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
দর
Good interception.
কেমনে চুজ
It's
করে
a
ওর
decent
প্লেয়ার
chance to counter-attack. Now it's Pizarro. Cannavaro robbed him of possession. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, shooting
আর
chance!
ভাই একেবারে বাজে
That was superb goalkeeping. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
যে কোনো প্লেয়ার যেমন লেগে যেত কাল মারা বাদই ভাই কাল মারলে তো ওরে মাইরি লেবো এর জন্য আর কাল মারি নাই
And it's Rijkaard.
রাইকার্ড ছাড়া
Chance!
রাইকার্ডের একটা আশা ছিল ভাই রাইকার্ডের
And
কিকিং
now
পাওয়ার
a
অনেক
sudden chance to counter.
রাফিনের কাজ লাগবো বুঝছে
Pizarro.
বেরে শালা রে এরে ভাই আমি স্কোয়াডে থেকে বাদ দিতেছি
Can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
আমারও ভাই সেরা এই একটা বাসাই দিল
Because he was under pressure.
ফরমেশন ভালো না কিছু আরে ফরমেশন দেন একটা মেরা লাইতেছে ভাই আপনার লগ কথা হইতে গেছে এই বুম বাঙে দেওয়ার লাগে না পিজারু আরেকটা চেঞ্জ দিতে পারবো না ওরে না ভাই কোন ফরমেশনে গেলেন রাকিব ভাই Yo, I
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Rivaldo. Oh, good read. That was well played, well stopped. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
দিয়া দিছি ভাই যেমনি যাই ক্লিয়ার মারবো ডাইরেক্ট কাউরে পাইতেছে না বলে একটা ম্যাচ খেলার লাগে আমি ডিভিশন খেলেন গিয়া বেটা
Towards the far post.
এই ভাবছিলাম ভাই এটা করবো
Attempts a clearance. This looks promising. Shoots!
আল্লাহ
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Fernando Torres. Certainly knows
মাইরা
there's
লাইতেছে
a
ভাই
real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
2-2 4 খেলান দেখছস কাহিনীটা কি?
Ball and he's in here. Great chance.
তেরি কি ভাই আমার নেট গেছে।
He's done
ও
it. And that has raised the roof.
শালার
Oh, moment. And that
কিরকম
is
রাগ উঠে?
that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. Whilst you might argue to the contrary.
আরে ভাই জিতে ডাক দিও আমার নেটই তো নাই, আমি তো প্লেয়ার আমার মোবাইলে কাজ করতেছে না। কি হলো? আমি রেটিং বাড়াই দিল মনে হইলো। কত ছিলাম কিছুই তো খেয়াল করি নাই। ভাই বলতে পারি না বাংলাদেশ সার্ভার আসবে কবে। বলতে পারি না ভাই কোন সার্ভার, আমার কাজ হচ্ছে ওটা গেম খেলা, নেই সেই গেম খেলি ডাইরেক্ট। ওই ওকে ওকে রোহন ভাই আপনি দাঁড়ান, আপনার সাথে খেলবো এরপরে।
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
দেন নেড়ে কি করে?
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field. Up he goes!
আল্লাহু আকবার।
Superb goal! Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. A great delivery and a finish to match. So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly. Morocco are already... Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch. That actually didn't do an awful lot, to be honest. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. In towards the back stick. That's really well cleared. And the volley. Oh, denied brilliantly. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now.
বিদিন অ্যাটাকিংও ভালো খেলে,
Messi with the short one.
করা গেলে ভাই বিদিন অ্যাটাকিং।
Tries a shot. And it's hoisted clear. Morocco have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through.
রবার্তো কার্লোস কই থেকে দূরে কই এসে পড়ছে।
He evidently loves the contest. Well, the box was just so contested there, Peter. There was
ওরে
absolutely no
প্লেয়ার রে,
space to work with.
আজকে নেট ভালো না দেখে ওয়াই স্কিল যায়।
Batistuta. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Carlos.
ওরে খরচ ছিল ভালো।
Del Piero. Out of play for a throw. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No way through, so back it
আমার
comes.
প্লেয়ার কই?
Tries from a long way out.
আমার ব্যাক এন্ড বাইরে আয় না ছোড়া। আমার প্লেয়ার কই?
Somehow. Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then. Here's can he finish? Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Nice looking ball. It's ended up in no man's land. And he was alert to it. Roberto Carlos with the clearance. No, that was never going to
মাইরে বাপ মাদারিস।
Del Piero. Vitinha.
কি পাস দেয়তে?
That was well played, well stopped. This is Messi. Oh, super fine.
অফসাইড।
That's offside. Vitinha. Shot, surely.
দাঁড়ায় লইছে প্লেয়ার, দাঁড়ায় লইছে লড়ে না।
First half, breathless ending. So a steady, solid, and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer. There's the start of the second half. Morocco really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. He's being urged to shoot. He's there to retrieve it. Del Piero towering forward here. Now it's Messi. Morocco come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time. Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Bale. Truly brave defending. That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was. And that is expertly dealt with. Morocco really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see. They're coming again and again. Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. And he plays one through. And he's managed to get free. Torres is having a shot! And it's in! Morocco are back in business. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific. That has certainly made things interesting. This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. No way through. Now it's Batistuta. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. It's a decent ball. It's played through for him. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Rafinha. And a chance!
Yes.
Yes! He's done it! Late in the day! This could well be it! And that really is so impressive. I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish.
তুমি আইসো গেলে ভাই এত প্লেয়ার চেঞ্জ করতে 3 মিনিট আছে দিমন ওই লাস্ট মিনিটে প্লেয়ার চেঞ্জ করতে নে চল
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Morocco complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes. There's still a bit left in it,
2 মিনিট
but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
দে মেগালাইস মাথার উপর তে ল ভাই ওরে করা পাস
And there goes the final whistle.
আর নেমারে নামানোর কোনো দরকার নাই ভাই
Force of character, as winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it.
ওরে দিয়ে দিলাম একটা পুরো ম্যাচ খেললো হয় রোহান ভাই কই হ্যালো বুঝলাম না গেল নি খেলবেন নাকি আরেকটা ম্যাচ স্টার্ট দিব আমি Loro ভাই উনি নাই বুম 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 সুদীপ্ত ভাই ডিভিশন কত আছেন?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
1350
So that's
খেলেন
got things
খেলেন
underway.
নিতে থাকেন, বাকিটা আমি নিয়ে দেবো শেষে, সমস্যা
Frank
নেই।
Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer. And he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he? Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, if required. Which has come to be
বল
expected
এটা
of
আসিস
players in
এটা
that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary. Absolutely was. Messi's cross. Czech claims it without any fuss. Well timed, excellent interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, shapes the shot!
হোয়াট এ ফিনিশ।
Goal! Morocco! And Morocco score first. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it.
আরে সমস্যা নাই ভাই, পিটার গ্যাস ওরে দেখেন কয়টা দেই,
Finding themselves
খালি
unexpectedly
দেখেন ওরে
behind.
কয়টা দেই।
Will be a throw-in. That's definitely not his best. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played back in. And it's Messi. And he whips, climbs up. It's hit the crossbar.
এবারে আরেকটা ছিল,
Cleared it out of harm's way. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Rijkaard. This is
আর
Batistuta.
এটা আগে আগে আমি টান মারছি ওরা।
Pedri. India look happy to sit back for the moment here. Yeah, everything
ঠিক
they
আছে
do
গা,
screams
এটা আবার ভুল
counter-attack,
করছে।
but oh no, this does not look good. Baresi. It's a searching pass.
বাতিস্তুতার কাছে আয়, নিলোগা বাতিস্তুতা।
And it's Rijkaard. And this is Ronaldo. And the finish! It's there!
বেশি জেনুইন পাস।
They have come roaring back. Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Simplicity itself. Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner. And
ও বাবা বিয়ান, ও বাবা বিয়ান।
Morocco! And they're back in front. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish. Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything. Morocco take the lead. Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Clipped into space. Shot a goal!
এই হলো তিনটা ভাই।
Scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasizes the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defense.
এটা হলো
Good ball. And
চারটা,
they're in. Takes a shot.
হলো চারটা সুদীপ্ত ভাই, চারটা হয়েছে।
Again in a trice, and they are soaring. And that really is so
আমার
impressive.
খেলাই ছেড়ে দিছে।
And that's it. Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
ওর খেলা বুঝা লাগছে বুঝছেন, কোনো দিলে কেমনি কি হইব। এটা ইন্ডিয়ান প্লেয়ার। আল্লাহ, বললাম না তোমাকে মেসি।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you didn't just miss it, we are up and running already. The unmistakable Daniel van Baalsen, one of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt. Perhaps that's his greatest strength to his experience. Certainly one of them.
Although,
for me, his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range. He's got a mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick. I can actually imagine that.
ভালো খেলে।
Crisp and sharp. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for options for movement. Rafinha. Pedri! We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a
বুঝলাম
magnificent
না
save.
কাহিনী কি করলো।
Batist tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose
What a
again!
save, what a save.
The keeper has reacted superbly there. Lyon clearly thought
না
he had
খুললে
the
তুমি খেলার।
size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Climbs up big,
দেরি কি
and he's done it! No space, no problem. You just
ভাই,
cannot stop him. Well, he had
এত
to
ভালো
deal
আটকে
with an awful lot of unwanted
কোনো লাভ নাই,
attention,
ওই
but
আমার
his
দূরে
tenacity
রাখছে
won
ভাই।
the day. So the first goal of the game. Well, I guess this
বহুত
ought
কষ্টে
to
ওই ম্যাচ
make things
জিততে।
interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. And he shoots!
এটা বাইরে মাইরা দিচ্ছে।
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending. Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite. at the same level. Turns back here, probably the best option. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Danger
Dida,
averted for
Dida.
now. McTominay.
নিচে তো পারে না, দেখে উপর দিয়ে দেয়।
Rafinha running with the ball. That has been cut short. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this
बहुत
is
जौरा
a
है।
side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack. Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Yeah, and those that are up top,
Right
Peter,
guard.
have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle. And they have got just the right players for that.
যদি মারতে পারতাম
The
ওর
defence
সিবি
proved infallible then. And that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's been intercepted. That was well played, well stopped. Can he get it through?
করে দেই কা
Has
দিছি।
a look up. Neymar! Oh, he's
আরে আর কি করতে,
And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Well, they say all goalkeepers are...
ওরে যে গোলটি মিস করছে ওইটাই মিস না করলে
With your expectation, Morocco really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
সুপার সাব আছে আমার বেলি তো সুপার সাব। ওরে খেলা ঝুলি।
So off we go once more. Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So
অনেক
attack
ভালো
the real
খেলে।
devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
ও আর দিব আমারে গোল,
Good run down the left.
গোল মিস হইলে ভাই ম্যাচ বাড়ে না। এই যে দেন কি পাস দেয়,
Cannavaro
এর
kept
আবার
his
দিছে
body,
কোনার।
and he's there.
না ওর লগে সম্ভব না, ওই বেশি ভালো।
Their second corner of the game.
ওর প্লেয়ার গুলো ভাই নিজে ম্যাক্স করছে। ওর কোনার দেখেন,
And the shots! It's loose now, they want to get it back. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pedri looking understandably energised after his goal. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. And he's hit on Gachuli! Oh, the ball's run loose here. McTominay. They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Now it's McTominay. This is Batistuta. Tries to play it through. Oh, good ball. Vincent chance for a shot.
হোয়াট এ বল। সেরা বিতিনা ভাই অনেক ভালো রান মেক
The
করে।
game takes on a whole new complexion. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish exquisite.
কিরকম প্লেয়ার দেন ভাই আমার বাবা
This
জন্মে
is
আমি ওই
threatening
জায়গায়
to
পাস খেলি।
become a really good game. Well, there's a real sense that the momentum is
ওরে
shifting
জুলি
here,
রে,
Peter, and the crowd are
ভালো রান
reacting
মেক
to
করছে।
that now. Right here Right
বেলে
now,
বাইলে একটা
it's
চান্স
not
থাকতো।
looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game. Now it's Batistuta. Truthfully, it was hard to see
বেল
any
বেল বেল
better
বেল
outcome
বেল বেল
there.
বেল
That's a shame.
শেষ, বিগ
Keep
চান্স।
calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. He's going to be disappointed with that. And he's on his way. Well, they've got it back in. Bale!
হ্যাঁ, এর থেকে ভালো চান্স আরো হইব না ভাই।
De Jong wins the duel this time. Looking for the run. Batistuta. That's a risky ball, you've got to
ওটা
say.
বেশি বড় আসছিবি।
Morocco really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
ডিকসন
And once more, he proves rigid and robust.
আর কিছু করার নাই, যে গোল মিস করছি ওরা
And
কি
this
আমার
is
খাওয়াই দিব?
Neymar. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Arezi.
এমন আর এই তো ভুল ভুল পাস দিয়ে আবার
And that's that.
হেডের গোলটা বেশি বাজে হয়ে গেছে
Game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement
ভাই।
for
না,
our sport.
পেনলি খেলবো না।
Sad in a way that somebody had to lose.
ম্যাচটা ড্র হইতে পারতো। না ভাই, চান্স ছিল বাইরে। বেলের লাস্টের বলটা চান্স ছিল, ভালো চান্স। বাতিস্তুতারে দিলে ইজি গোল হইতো, কিন্তু কি করবো, আর ব্যান ডাইক ছিল সেরা। ওর ব্যান ডাইক বেশি করা ছিল, ওই পায়ে গেছে উল্টা ব্যাক সাইডে, এটা বেশি করা হয়। অন্য সিবির কথা বলতে পারি না ভাই, কিন্তু ব্যান ডাইক ব্যাক সাইডে পিছিয়ে দিয়ে পাউড যেটা দেয় ওটা ওটা লেগে হয় সেরা। না রে ভাই, এই প্লেয়ারটা ভালো খেলে, এই সিএফটা, কিন্তু ওই সবসময় থাকবে এমন নিচের দিক, এর জন্য ওরা খেলাইতে পারি না।
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco. Shoot!
গোল রাফিনিয়া।
Goal! Morocco! The ideal start.
ওই বললো ভাই,
Looks
বুঝার
like
আগে
we're
কি
going to
হইলো
get
বুঝলাম না
the
ভাই।
entertainment we
ওরে
were
ওই
all hoping for.
ওই ব্রিজ কালার লইছে,
And he stuck it away as if laser guided. That's just a fabulous,
আল্লাহ
fabulous
জানে ভাই
finish.
কি করে এই
Anything
ম্যাচ।
that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
দেখলাম ওই যে এই যে এই যে
So the game's first significant moments, and it's come
বল।
earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
ল
And
ভাই ল,
Messi!
মেসি সেরা
He
কিকের
will
জন্য।
have done it! 2-0 and in next to no time. Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of descent to
Son
shaping
Heung-min
to
লইছে
whack it,
Son
and then
Heung-min.
opting for a lovely little lob. Morocco are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Boys, there's the shot!
Chun 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 chun
Just
chun.
relentless. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too.
Message
Made
জাননে
things
গেছিল
quite uncomfortable for them. A case now.
শেয়ারা গোল আল্লাহ
Keeper's got his work done. That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
হয় আটকাই দিছে খেলা ছেড়ে দিছে মনে হয় কি হলো ভাই আমার বার করিস না কোনোভাবে হ্যালো কি হলো কোনো কি হলো আমার ঠিক আছে সুদীপ্ত ভাই হ্যালো শোনা যায় ও ছেড়ে দিছে খেলা
Jim Beglin, that's it for us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
ভাই প্লেয়ারের ম্যাচ ছেড়ে দিছে প্লেয়ার খেলাই ছেড়ে দিছে ইসকো আছে ভাই ইসকো ইসকো খেলাই নি আমি ওর কোনো পারফরমেন্সই ভালো লাগে না আমার কাছে এর জন্য ওর আমি খেলাই না দুই কাউন্টার ভাই দুই টাকলা লয়েছে ড্যাম্বেল আর
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you? No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him. Good take and shot, surely!
বাতিস্তুতা
He's delivered all right! Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish. Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good. So, a breakthrough already. And that has been clubbed away. So, what can they make of this?
ভিতরে দাও শিরে
Oh, just lacked a
ভাই খালি
decent
ভিতরে
finish.
গেলে গোল হইতো
Well,
এটা
didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning. warning to the opposition. This team know
রে
how to
ওরা তো
counter,
ওইদিকে
and they'll
নিয়েছিল
be looking to do it every chance they get. Vinicius Junior puts his foot on the gas. He's on it. Can he get away?
অফসাইড
That's offside. Yes, it is. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. A lot of space here, a real opportunity. And that's a good ball. Takes a shot.
তিরিগে রাইকারের বাচ্চায় বল লুজ করে কেড়ে গোল্লা হয়
United are back on level terms. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite. Real chance!
মেসি
Goal! Morocco! And they get themselves in front! Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were. Morocco get themselves into the lead. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. And the through ball. Well, that is a good chance for a
ওরে
shot.
মেসি ভাই এটা মিস করলে আর একটা গালি দিতাম আমি
Again in a trice. And they are soaring. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And he's done it again. He's got his second. So the lead now is 2. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. Oh, shooting chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while. That was well played, well stopped. Morocco have hit a quick-fire double here and are firm. And a shot!
আটকায় কে রে
The keeper has reacted superbly there. Aubameyang actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Manchester United
কোনারে
with
গোল
the
খাইছ না ভাই আর
corner
যাই
there
করস
first. Guardiola plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence.
ওরে গার্দিওলা
Guardiola spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it. Foden.
কি একটা রাগ উড়ে
Vinicius Junior.
যদি আটকায়
That's been intercepted. That's great positioning. So good from him. And the first half is done. Well, Peter, I think the score is a clear reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
সুযোগ তো ভাই
That has
ল
been a goal-blessed half.
আরে
3-1.
60 এফপিএস 30 এফপিএস মনে হয় বলতে পারি না সঠিক দেখলে বলতে পারবো 30 এফপিএস মনে হইব
gets things going for the second half. And that interception was most necessary. That was well played, well stopped. Aubameyang looking to run onto it. Oh, he's been caught napping.
ভাই নেট ভালো না, এর জন্য ল্যাগ দেয়। নেট ভালো থাকলে ল্যাগ দেয় না।
Morocco do appear to have made a half-time change. I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
এই যে নেটের লেগে মারতেই পারে না প্লেয়ার।
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Bale. And he cuts out the supply. Oh no, this does not look good. Now can he find a finish? Shapes to shoot.
লো ভাই লো।
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, he takes home the match ball. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
ইনফিনিক্স নোট চলেছে।
While many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can. And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just? Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals. Manchester United are making a change now. Morocco grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Now it's Aubameyang. Ball played right into his path. Right card. Now it's Owen. And here's Mbappe. Picked out brilliantly. Morocco still have the cards to affect this game. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Right card. Looking to play him in. And Owen! Well seen. Saw that coming. Shoot!
এটা ভাই আমার লেগে খাইছি গোল। বেশি কাহিনী করতে গেছি আমরা।
Simplicity itself. Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter. But you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck. So is this the start of a comeback? Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pulisic, that's been intercepted. That was well played, well stopped. And he's managed to get free. That's just playing it safe and simple. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's good running with the ball. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. This is Dembele. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
এমনি আটকে দিয়েছে কে?
And it's Musiala. This is Dembele. Dembele! Oh, the ball's went loose here.
ডেম্বেলে।
Right card. Right card.
দে মাঝে মাঝে
Step in there.
এক রেগেটে মারে আর এক রেগেটে আটকায়।
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Can he finish?
বাইরে ভাই।
Deep into injury time. And that will be the final act. Well, that was
দিছিল ভাই এক গোল না দিলে।
playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride.
বলো না তোমাকে সে না তরফ সে বাসা ভাই ব্রাউনবাড়িয়া। বুঝলাম না সুদীপ্ত ভাই, এই কথার মানে ভাই পড়াশোনা করি। না ভাই, ওইসব ওইসব করি না। স্টাডি স্টাডি বেকার না ভাই, পড়াশোনা করতেছি। এই ফুটবল ভাই এই 2022-21 থেকে মনে হয়, 22-21 থেকে এমনই।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
ধন্যবাদ ভাই।
So it's away we go then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation. And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter. And are those comparisons justified? Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway. And here's Messi. And that interception was most necessary. That's great positioning. So good from him. And the shot's on here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That has not gone well. Nice looking ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Quarter of an hour played.
ডিভাইস আছে ভাই, ভালো ডিভাইস আছে, ওইটাই খেলি না।
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone. It's a threatening ball.
রুমিনিগার মারলেই গোল।
Well, the defence proved infallible then, and that won't be the last they'll see of him.
এটাও ভালোই, অনেক ভালো। লাইভ স্ট্রিম একটু আটকায়, বুঝছেন, এমনি একেবারে ফ্রি চলে।
David Villa. Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Rafinha, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
ওর সিবিএ ভালোভাবে ধরছে আমার।
And he's got the beating of his man. That is shooting. And it's hit
What
the
a-
woodwork and out. Goal! Morocco! And Morocco score first. Sharp, simple,
ভাই মোবাইল ভালোই
satisfying.
চলে, এমনি ভালো
He
চলে আর
just
কি।
knew what was on. Yeah, he
Clear
showed
man,
great
ভাই।
reactions there. Right place. pace, right time, easy
মেহেদি
pickings.
ভাই আপনার বাসা কোথায়? আপনি আমারে
Morocco
বলতেছেন আমি
are
আপনার
in
না
front
জিগেলে এটা
now, the
কেমন দেয় না?
game's only goal. Well, I guess this ought
ওরে
to
ওয়াই
make
ভাই
things
দিয়া লাগবো,
interesting. Can he finish?
বলতে বলতে দিয়া লাগছে।
Scored! They're level in a tree.
মারাত্মক লেভেলের পাস
Yeah,
খেলা।
since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. Yeah, the right touch
রংপুর
in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy. And that has added a whole new complexion to
ডেঞ্জারাস
the
প্লেয়ার
game.
করছে ভাই, ও
Such a
আমারে
big goal, Peter.
পুরো
Just when
শিক্ষা
the
দিয়ে দিব।
opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
এই রাইকাট কি জোরে ধাক্কা দিয়ে দেন।
And it's Bellingham. Oh, good ball. Bellingham.
আমারও একটা জিনিস ভুল হয়ে গেছে গা।
Heaved it away. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make
38% বল পাইছে মাত্র।
It hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break.
এই বাতাস তো আমাদের
For
শুরু
a
চেঞ্জ।
pick me up in the second half.
খেলে আমি পারে ভাই, ওই দেখে মাঝে দিয়া একটা ডুবাই দিই ভিতরে যাও আর হইব। খেলেন থ্রি দুইটা গেলে ভাই আর নামাইব না বুঝছেন, থ্রি থাকলে থ্রিতেই থাকবে। ওই আমার প্লেয়ারে ওই আমার ম্যান মার্ক করে দিছে, আর দুটো প্লেয়ারের ম্যান প্লেয়ারগুলোরে মার্ক করে দিছে।
So once again, we're underway. Oh, easy pickings there. Chips it through. And that's a good ball. Shapes to shoot.
4 by mark. Long ball counter power by.
Is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is
Man,
another
no,
attribute he's
what
blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
যে পরিমাণ এই যে
The lightness of
এই যে ভাই একটা ব্যাক পাস দিয়ে এনে দিয়া ঢুকে যায় বারবার।
lost. No time at all. Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine
ওই আমার প্লেয়ারও যোগ দেয় গেছে।
finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that. Well, it's an inspired substitution.
না
It's a
তেরি
terrific
বিতিনার
move by the
বাচ্চা।
boss. I think the manager's claiming an assist here. So all great chance. He's beaten the
আল্লাহু
keeper,
আকবার।
but hit the post.
ভাই কিছু করার নাই, এটা কি হইলো দেন কোন ভাই এটা বলে বাইরে মারছে ভাই। একটা ম্যাচ খেলতে যদি এত কাহিনী করে, ওই রুমিনিগার উড়ে দিছে কি করছে ভালো করে দেখতে হবে। ডিপ লাইন মনে হয় শুরু হয়ে গেছে, না ডিপ লাইন ঠিকই আছে।
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face. Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. And that could set him on his way. He saw the danger. He went crashing in. A potential goal of the
ভাই কালমার মুজে ওইটা তো জেনুইনই ছিল, কালমারও তো কোনো দরকারই হয় না। আমার কান মারলে একটু দেরি করে আমারে এর জন্য ডাইরেক্ট মারছিলাম ভিতরে মারলে তো গোল আমার যে জিজ্ঞেছিল ব্যাটর ভাইয়া এত সিরিয়াসলি নিয়ে নেই আর কি
And the goalkeeper's got a good part to that. And he's hit on goal. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bale. Now it's Rashford. Kaka. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Cannavaro clears. And it's Rashford. Oh, good read. Messi. Works it forward. Can he get on the end of this? Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment.
এখন কল দে কেডা ভাই আই রে ভাই অফিস থেকে কল দে
Rashford.
ওর নানির উদ্ধার করতাম এখন
I
আমি
think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try
নিয়ে
again.
সিরে দে ভাই
And he's gone looking for safety. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need
ওগুলো
to get
ম্যাচ
the
ড্র
ball
করতে
in
পারলেই
the
বইটা
mixer and quickly.
একটা ম্যাচ ড্র হলে কিছুই না
And here's Rashford. Kaka.
প্লেয়ার আমার ভাই
Referee looks at his
অফিস
watch
থেকে বল
and
দিছে ভাই
blows
ওই
the
টাইমে
whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. Both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Messi voted man of the match.
বিতিন আর গোলটা হয়ে গেলে ম্যাচটা জিতে দিতাম না ওই ভালো প্লেয়ার ছিল এটা ওই ভালো ডমিনেট করছে আমার ফ্রেন্ডলি ম্যাচ ইনভাইট দেখুন ভালো খেলার জন্য বলতে গেলে আপনার ফরমেশনটা ভালো রাখতে হবে আর কোচটা ভালো দরকার যত চেষ্টা করবেন ওই ড্যাশটা চাইরা খেলার চেষ্টা করবেন আর কি বাম হাতে কন্ট্রোল লাগার চেষ্টা করবেন পেলে 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 ম্যাচ আপ দিয়ে কন্ট্রোল করবেন ম্যাচ আপ দিয়ে কন্ট্রোল করবেন ভাই মেহেদি ভাই ম্যাচ আপ দিয়ে কন্ট্রোল করার চেষ্টা করবেন অনেক কষ্ট হবে প্রথম ম্যাচ আপ দিয়ে কন্ট্রোল করা ম্যাচ আপ দিয়ে কন্ট্রোল করতে পারলে ম্যাচ বার হয়ে যাবে
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
আরে
The stage is
সুদীপ
set
তো
for a
ভাই
stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation
আজকে
in the
11
air.
তারিখ
Game on. So That's got things on the
মাস
way.
আইলো কোন দিক দিয়ে যাইতেছে কোন দিক দিয়ে
Sporting have opted for a 4-4-2 formation. Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible
পিলান্টি ভাই
than it. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
রেড কার্ড আরে ভাই ওরে আবার পোজ দেয়
That's going to be a
লাস্ট
booking.
প্লেয়ার আমার
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he
এই
knew he
দেন
had to do
ডাইরেক্ট
something
মারছে
to prevent a goal then. What a start. Free
আরে
kick
কে
in a
বেশি গোল
dangerous
খান মিয়া
position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a
দিয়ে
dead
মেসি ভাই
ball situation. Messi! And again! It
ইয়ানি
throws,
এগিয়ে
and
নাছিল
there's a race for the ball.
ভাই আপনার এন্দা হ্যাঁ আপনার এন্দা 10 তারিখে এখন আপনার এন্দা 10 তারিখ কেরমে আরে আরে 10 তারিখ আজকে 11 মাস সরি
Morocco
11 তারিখ
with their first
দেখতেছি
corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
ইমন জোরে দিছে না এটা
Cleared away.
মার্কেট আসুস
And now a sudden chance to counter. Scholes. And this is Shevchenko! They've scored! Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle. Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on. And the manager's absolutely loving this.
মির্জাবের মাইরে বাপ
Morocco are already
এ
chasing
বেড়া
the
এ
game. They didn't envisage that.
এ বেড়া
The pass is intercepted.
What to blink
Shevchenko
on?
takes a shot.
এটা সেরা ছিল
The keeper has reacted superbly there. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Guardiola with the short one. Hangs in across, lines up.
এই
They've scored. A quite incredible
এমনে
spell.
ডমিনেট
They
করতেছে
are flying.
ও ও ও
It was wonderfully efficient. Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement.
বাতুস্ততা সবকিছু ঠিক আছে কন্ট্রোল
Not picking them up.
ফিনিশিং
I think the boss won't be amused. Things starting to look very comfortable.
কিন্তু আমার
And
বাতুস্ততা
things are much healthier in their favour.
like কি
Mind you,
করে না
you would
করে
have
আমি বুঝি
thought
না
that when the last one went in. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was
নেডের মাইরে
very
বাপ
close
নেডের
to
মাইরে বাপ
cautious.
নেডের যন্ত্রণাটা আর ভালো লাগে না ভাই সব বন্ধ বন্ধ করে যাবো এখন পাল ঘুমাইতে
It's Batistuta. It's been slipped through.
কই দে বলেন প্লেয়ার কই আমার
Advised they should resort to risk taking at this
আরে
stage. There's
ভাই
plenty of time left yet. And Batistuta! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Now it's Messi. Scholes. Sporting look happy to sit back for the moment here. Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to
কেমন
get the
হেড দেয়
runners
কেমন
away
কনফিডেন্স
as
হেড দেয়
quickly as possible. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
এই যে দেন ভাই বাতুস্ততা
There's the shot! And it's in! Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong. Morocco get themselves back into contention. Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Raul. Now it's Shevchenko. It's a really well-measured ball. Tries to play it through.
এই যে কন্ট্রোল এটা হচ্ছে বল কন্ট্রোল কেন কেমন বল কন্ট্রোল বাইরে লয়ে গেছে কামালের
disappointed with that. That's good running with the ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
আরে কন্ট্রোল রে
The half-time whistle goes. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose. They want a good start to the second half. And we're off again. Morocco can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew. Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
লাখো
Terrific save from the
রে
keeper. Dale is offering a right smile.
আমার কাছে আটকায়া
Morocco have their
না
second
আটকালেও
goal
একটা
now.
সম্ভাবনা থাকতো
Cleared without hesitation. Sporting are looking to go forward now. And Shevchenko looking for options for movement. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that interception
কাবাসকালিয়া
was
সেরা
most necessary. That was well played, well stopped. Kvaratskhelia!
ব্রিজ কালার আই
Split second reaction. Kvaratskhelia actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
কই খেলে কই
Sporting appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Knocks it into space. Oh, super ball. And the finish! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser! Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. And a trademark
আরে
move
নেট
ends with the inevitable classy finish. Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Morocco presented with a golden opportunity here. This to complete the turnaround.
বড় বলে দিই আটকে লাইলে
The comeback is complete. Not much more than a formality. Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
ওই বালা গায়নি করছে ওই একটা অ্যাসেস দিছে সিএফ দিছে এটা কি ওয়াই আমার জুলি মে দেড়ে কি উঠলো দেন ওরা বাইরে নিচে গাড়ে সারের উপরে দিয়ে দিছে একটা মাঝে দিয়ে সব
We
উপরে
have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Morocco take the lead. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Sporting really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort. They're coming again and again. Oh, what has happened here? Julie face to face with the keeper. Real chance.
ওরে
They've done it.
জুলি ভাই সেরা, ওরে খেলাইতে দিব ভাই, ভালো খেলে। ও একটা
That
প্লেন্টি এনে দিল,
really is quite
একটা স্কোর
fabulous.
করলো।
All his own doing. Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish exquisite. Morocco 2 up and into a position of real strength. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. And he shoots!
What a save, what a save. সেরা, এটা সেরা।
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it. It's their second corner of the game.
রাইকার্ডে ওই সামনে দিব।
They've played it short, and this is Schneider. Delivered across.
দিব না তো ভাই, এনতে যাইতে তোমার। আরো পরে দেওয়ার দরকার ছিল। দুইটা দাও।
Morocco needed that. They really needed it. Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
5 মিনিট দিছে লাস্টে।
Interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. Right card.
শেষ। কামব্যাক ভাই, সেরা কামব্যাক।
As it goes. Morocco have what
Man of the match, the Bale.
force of character, as winning teams do. They managed to find that little extra when they needed it.
আসতেছি ভাই, 1 মিনিট, 5 মিনিট আসতেছি। হাই সারে দিন। ও ভাই রে ভাই, কতলা করে। আরে ও বিয়াং ভাই, তুই ঠিক ও ভাই। মুশকিল সেরা
bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Martinez.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever. Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with an impeccable work ethic and discipline, and he has the knack of turning up at all the big games too. That's been cut out. Well played. Can he get on the end of this?
না রে দুইবার মালা দিছে
But the referee just tells him to get back up again. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Rafinha. Azar. Well seen. Saw that coming. He read that really well and stopped it. And that interception was most necessary. That's great positioning. So good from him. Gabriel pokes it out wide. It's come to nothing. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Great ball if he can get there. Decent chance!
একেবারে ভিতরে নিয়ে মারছে
Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
বল পাস দিতেছে গায় তো
Barcelona have penetrated for the first. Real chance! Oh, it's come off.
হ্যাঁ তেরে কি ভাই
It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He'll take that.
হ্যাঁ
That's not the prettiest, but they all count. That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself. Things starting to look very comfortable. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Morocco have got it back and they'll have another
আমি
goal.
ছেড়ে দিছে বাতেছে তোর থেকে ওকে ওকে রিল্যাক্সে খেলতে হবে
Now it's Foden. Oh, good read. Searching passes played there.
হ্যাঁ ভাই মার্ক করা ভাই ডিপ লাইন দেয় না I mean
They've got rid. Tries to get it clear. Looking to play him in. Oh, what a chance to shoot! It's in. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. That's expertly finished. And
Or
he's
acted
done
him.
that so often.
এটা নিচে দিয়ে দিলে এটা না মিডে কেউ খেলবে
This
না
is threatening to become
ওই
a
দুইটা দিয়ে
really
মার্ক
good
করে
game.
রাখছে বুঝছেন
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs. And he can clear it away. Oh, that's well spotted. That's been intercepted. That was well played. Well stopped. Gabriel kept his
এই
eye on
পাঁচটা
it.
একটা গোল
and
হওয়ার
he's there.
সম্ভাবনা থাকতো
Looking for the run. Right card with the clearance.
নেট আটকে দিয়েছে আমার
So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, it's a lead that's by no means
এমনি বুঝতে পারবো মার্ক করছে
go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to hit the purpose. Again, what a good start to the second half.
দুইটা গোল খেয়ে গেছে দুইটা মার্ক করতে পারবো এর থেকে তো বেশি মার্ক করতে পারবো না ওই যে মার্ক করে রাখছিল ওই দেন ডিপ লাইন দেয়নি
think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now that's well seen too. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. He made it look a bit predictable. Well seen. Saw that coming. He read that really well and stopped it. Oh, now here's an interesting match. Takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He scored! Morocco are back in this. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way. This has become one superb game of
আরে
football.
মেসি রে,
Well, this is to be expected,
বিগ চান্স
Peter,
ভাই,
when
বিগ
you've got
চান্স।
two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Can he finish? And he's there to belt it away. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Nice looking ball. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Morocco do have a chance to counter here. And that interception was most necessary. That was well
রে
played,
হ্যাজার্ড বেলা
well
লাগতে দে ভাই
stopped.
বল।
Oh, shooting chance! Well, now in he goes again. Rafinha proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too. Well, it's not a
এটা কি ভাই,
surprise
বারবার
to see
আমার
that
ঠু আটকে
these
দিতেছে
days
কেমনে?
all part of a forward's duties. Park Ji-sung
বল যায় নাই।
tries the cross. Kante tries to clear. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Julie. Sir Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Hazard. Great chance!
ওরে রে, জলদি করতেছি না, ওই ভালো খেলতেছে। আর ওয়ান ভাই, এখন 12 লাখ ডান দিলে হইব না ভাই, ডান দিতে হইব জায়গা মতে। এখন 12 লাখ ডান দিলে আপনি যাইবেন 40 লাখ। বিনিরে দেখছেন আজ পর্যন্ত নামাইতে? ভাই হ্যাঁ, হেডেন মেডেন নামাইছে ভাই, ডাবল টিম চিপ দিতে হইব। আমিও নামাইছি একটা হেডার।
This is Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung! In he goes again! And it's come back out to him. Oh, what about that? And that has some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Needed mighty pop.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored. That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. Barcelona tries a shot!
Thank you, ভাই।
In by Fernando Torres. Tries to get it
কি একটা অবস্থা শালার প্রতি, পুরো
clear.
ড্যামেজের মধ্যে।
One of those games
Man
that
থেকে বলে কি
many
করতে
would have
পারছি।
felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment.
হ্যাঁ ভালো রে দুইকেই ভাই দুইটা করে গোল খাই বারবার দুইটা কাম ব্যাক দিই তারপরে আমার খাই আরে ভাই চাঁদে লাগাইলেই এত ভালো একটা কাম ব্যাক দিয়া জায়গা মতো মারা খাই গেছি কোনারটা বেশি ভালোই ভাই বাপ যে একটা কাম
It's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Deftly away.
আর আগে যদি এইভাবে ক্লিয়ারটা করতে পারতাম
That's been won straight back.
গোলটাও খাই না
Griezmann. Right card. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. Right card. Knocks it into space. Pinches it off him.
ধাক্কা মারে
Belletti. Oh, good read. That's great positioning. So good from him. Griezmann. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Morocco are looking to break at pace. Rafinha is onside.
আমার ভুল হয়েছে ভাই এটা কষ্ট করতে আমার খেয়াল হয়েছিল না
Proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose. That is good strength. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Dembele.
খেয়াল ভাই খেয়াল
And that's been intercepted. That was well played.
কত মন চাই অত কাটা ঘুরা
And he's managed to gift it back. Rafinha, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
So much time and space here.
ওই বারবার ধাক্কা দিতেছে
Belts
আমার
it away. And they're quick to get it back. Right card. He's a sharp
এলাকার
ball
খেলা দিলে
here.
ওরে ওরে মাইরা লাইতাম
Away,
এতক্ষণ
and a chance. That has been
এতক্ষণ
knocked
যদি
clear.
এলাকার খেলা দিত খালি
Now that is commitment to the cause.
দিছিলাম ভাই মিস্ত্রি দিয়া আটকাই দিল
Morocco with the corner. They're first.
Casillas.
Gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now.
আলেকজান্ডার ওরে দিয়ে
Alexander
লাগছে
Arnold
সিএমএ
did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Batistuta nicked it back promptly. Well, that looks a decent ball. Dembele, oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance. Did he that because it had a decent chance of progressing? And it's half time here.
ফি ফি
Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
বাতিস্তুতা কোনো কাজে লাগতেছে না
So the
আমার
first half, solid. Very
বুঝতে
solid,
পারতেছি না
actually,
বাতিস্তুতা
Peter.
কি
They
করে
haven't
যেতেছে
made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right. Completely nullifying their opponents.
এখন
Now
জুড়ে
they need to focus on getting a little more.
শুয়ে
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. Change perhaps after half time.
14% হয়েছে এবার খুলনা খেলি ওই রুমিনিগা নামাইছে আটকাইস না আটকাইস না
Well, I
ভালো
can
প্লেয়ার
imagine
নামাইছে
both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more.
বুঝতে
Let's hope
পারছো
the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
আল্লাহ একবার রুমিনিগা ঢুকলে খবর আছে
Played out wide, and it's Bale. Stood up well to him there. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming. He read that really well and stopped it. And the pass is intercepted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Rafinha. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through.
আরে প্যান্ডাই
That's a lovely,
Shala.
delicate pass. That's a cute ball. Serginho gets across to intercept that. Great vision. It's a searching pass. That's really well cleared.
জুড়ে দে খায় না মনে বাসা
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here. Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life. Alexander Arnold. Morocco are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoot!
আরে রাফিন কোনো কথা নাই
Scored! Finally, the deadlock is broken. What a
অন্য
time
লেভেলে
to take
রাফিন
the lead. But now comes the
এই যে
dilemma
এই
of
যে
whether
শুরু হয়েছে শুরু
you
হয়েছে
want
শুরু
to
হয়েছে
hold on or
এ
go
বড়া
for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific. So we have the first goal. Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
ভাই আমার নেট বেশি খারাপ
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Looking tidy in possession here. Just 5 minutes left. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
মেরে নাম ওরে বেশি জোরে দিয়ে দিছে এটা
That's just playing it safe and simple.
1 মিনিটের বেশি ভাই লস টাইম দিস না শেষ খেলা শেষ শেষ
And that's it. Morocco
বহুত কষ্ট
have
ভাই
done
বহুত
it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough.
রুমিনিগার ভাই একটা
However
আতঙ্ক
you look at it.
ওই যদি ঢুকতে পারতো বাইরে ভাই কতটা মেসেজ দিলেন প্রো প্লেয়ার একটা ভাই ম্যাচ আপ দিয়ে খেললে আপনার প্লেয়ার জায়গা থেকে লড়াইতে পারবেন না। যে সময় আপনি প্লেয়ার দেখবেন উপরেরটা দিতে থাকে, ওই সময় আপনি ম্যাচ আপ দিয়ে নিচে রাখেন টান্না। আর যে সময় দেখবেন ওই উপর দিয়ে পাস দেওয়ার সম্ভাবনা, মানে প্লেয়ারটা ঘুরতেছে, বল পাস না দিয়ে ওই জয়স্টিক বাটন দিয়ে ঘুরতেছে, ওই সময় দেখবেন একটা লফটেড পাস দিব। ওই সময় আপনার ডিফেন্সটাকে ডাইরেক্ট টান দেন ম্যাচ আপ ছাড়া, চিকের দিক ডাইরেক্ট টান দেন নিচের দিক, তাইলে আটকাতে পারবেন আর কি। আর না হয় আর এটা লফটেড পাস হয়ে যাইব। আরও অনেক টেকনিক আছে ভাই, আস্তে আস্তে খেললেই বুঝতে পারবেন আর কি। অপোনেন্টে কেমনে খেলে ওইটা বুঝতে হবে আগে। ওই কি ম্যাচ আপ দিয়ে খেলতেছে নাকি ওই জয়স্টিক টাইন নিয়ে খেলতেছে কোনটা, এটা বুঝতে হবে আপনার আগে। ওই জয়স্টিক টাইন নিয়ে খেললে আপনিও ট্যাচ বাটন যাতে ধরে খেলবেন, আর যদি ম্যাচ আপ দিয়ে গেলে আপনারও ম্যাচ আপ দিয়ে খেলতে হইব। আগে হচ্ছে অপোনেন্ট বুঝতে হইব, অপোনেন্ট কেমনে খেলে ওইটা বুঝতে হইব। আর থ্রুর যে সময় দিবেন সিএফডে, ওই সময় আপনি দাঁড়ায় থ্রু দিতে হইব। রানিংয়ে সব থ্রু রানিংয়ে দিলে ওই লাইনে ঢুকবো না। আপনি যদি একটু ড্যাশ বাটনটা ছাইরে একটা থ্রু দেন তাহলে ঢুকে যাব। হইলো আপনি বুঝেন, আপনি বুঝলে ভালো, আপনারও বোঝার দরকার আছে। কয়টা বাজে খবর আছে এটা খেললে ঘুমামো। আমার সেটিং বাই স্মার্ট ইসিস চালু করা, আর সব র্যান্ডম। মাপ চাই সুদীপ্ত ভাই, মাপ। আমার ঘুমাইতে হইব, কালকে ঘুমাইছি মনে হয় 4টার পরে। এই হালাই দেখেন, এই হালাই নিচে। আর পরে 2 ম্যাচ খেলাইছি রাফিনারে হয়ে গেছে। বিপদে উঠছি ভাই এই কাটলে। ও রাইকাট আইসে, রাইকাট, ইয়াং রাইকাট। দাঁড়া ভাই, একটা সিয়া খামাই দিব। কি করবো আর, এই গায়ের ঘুমাই ম্যাচ মনে হয় এটা মারা খাম আর কি। ওকে মারা খাইলেও সমস্যা নেই।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
ওয়াইন লইছে ওয়াইন।
And we're underway.
আরে হালান্ডের জুতাড়ি কি?
Peter is Michael Owen, forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression. Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter. But his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm. Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here. Batistuta gets into a good position. Baresi getting this one clear. Now it's Torres. They've got to make this nice and quick. And this is Torres. Oh, just skips past his man. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Rijkaard. Owen!
এর অবস্থা জয় বাংলা।
Superbly there. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
একটু জানালা
And he shoots!
ধর।
That's a half-decent try.
they'll want to make the most of this turnover. Morocco are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
মেসি ঢুকে গেছিল।
And the counter-attack is on for Milan.
ওই ক্লাবটা কি লইলো? ক্লাবের নাম শুনলে তো ডর করে।
Cannavaro. And it's Vitinha.
আমার হালান্ডে মুড়ি খায়।
Rijkaard.
রাইকার্ডে দিছে এর পুরা গাইল মেরে।
That's been intercepted. That's great positioning. So good from him. Haaland.
There you guy.
Whistle's gone. That's foul.
Well, you got genuine guy.
Milan finding their passes.
Offside.
Roberto Baggio. There's the clearance. Vitinha. This is Batistuta. Haaland.
আটকা
He's found a
আটকা
way through.
আটকা
Here's the shot.
শরীরের জোড়ায় পড়ছে।
Goal! Morocco! And Morocco score first.
শরীরের জোর এটা হচ্ছে শরীরের জোর।
The sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite. First moment of real significance. It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Haaland. Now it's Messi. We've got 5 minutes till half time. And he's intervened well there. Thuram makes the
ড্রং
interception.
গাওয়ালেছে বাতিস্তুতা।
That's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's been cut out. Well played. Khan with the clearance.
দে হালান্ড।
And it's Vitinha.
মাইরা লাইতেছে।
And he's put his whistle for half time. There's been no shortage of industry.
আরে এই তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, আপনার কি অবস্থা তামির ভাই?
Inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask. Morocco have made the crucial breakthrough. They're looking pretty satisfied at the break. That gets things going for the second half. Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
হালান্ডের মতো প্লেয়ার লাগবে 4-5টা ওর লগে।
Looking for options for movement. Morocco do appear to have made a half-time change. I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy. Well, I'm not quite
Gabriel
sure he
Magalhaes.
needed to hold up play quite as much as he did.
হালান্ড চেহারা।
A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Roberto Baggio. Cross deflected over the goal line.
কোনার থেকে বাঁচতে হইব।
This is their second corner of the game.
গোল দিস না ভাই, কোনারে গোল দিস না ভাই।
And good pressure just hounded him off it. Roberto Baggio. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break. This is a really front-footed approach. I think they just have to
লাগা
keep
কুস্তি
forcing
করতাম
the
মানুনি
issue
ভাই
and
একটা।
get clinical. Costa Curta defending
দে
his
হালান্ড
corner stubbornly.
দে,
Stood up very well to his man.
ঠ্যাঙ্গে দে মাথার উপর।
Bale. And that interception was most necessary. That was well played, well stopped. Now this could be a chance. And now they can clear their lines. It's anyone's ball now. Has a shot.
পুরো
Now who's
ব্লক
going to be
চলতেছে
first
ভাই
to
এনে।
this? has gone out of the window. They have to force it any
এটাই
way they
লোক
can
থেকে
now, Peter. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Pass is short and sharp. This is Owen. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Messi threads one in. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any
ঘুমাস বন্ধ
risks.
হয়ে গেছে ভাই
And he's quick to snatch it back. Lovely ball and a real can he
লে
finish?
রে ভাই না
They've done it!
বহুত বহুত কষ্ট ভাই
That clinches it. There really is no way back now. That really is quite fabulous.
এমন ভাই একটু ঠান্ডা হইলাম আর কি
Yeah, and having the trust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it. Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now the delivery. And that will be it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result.
বাইশ হাজারের ভিতরে এসে পড়ছে বলো না তুমি কি শানসি অবলুচান ওকে ওকে বাই বাই সি ইউ এখন ঘুমাবো প্রতিদিনই যে ভাই ঘুমাবো ঘুমাই যাওয়ার পারি না গুড নাইট এভরিওয়ান গুড নাইট ভাই বাই বাই এই ভাই ঘুমান গিয়া বাই বাই সি ইউ স্টার দিলাম ক্ষমা